champions, champions. Hey, we gon' ball, never fall. I put my head up and told them crown me. My ring finger got a rock on it, rock on it. I put my head up and told them crown me. My ring finger got a rock on it, rock on it, rock on it.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. We've got Baltimore taking on Miami. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. Baltimore moving that ball around. Close it up for Wembanyama. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. On defense, Baltimore. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Here's Wilson, following the score by Miami. Now Pippen. Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, and he misses the dunk. On the wing, Johnson. And Sarr pulls it down. Wembanyama down low. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And now, just over a minute played here in the first.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Shot's good by Wilson.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And really, Stan, Victor Wembanyama has a chance to be one of those paradigm-shifting players. Don't you agree?
Oh, no doubt, Kevin. First of all, there are not going to be very many 7'4" guys come along and then come with the skills that he has on the court, the length, his mobility, how fluid he is. It's unprecedented.
And here is Iverson following the three from Kevin Durant. Pass to Sarr. Five on the clock. Fades away. Baltimore with the rebound.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Johnson inside. Count it.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Wembanyama outside. The three-pointer is right on target.
And that is a big-time shot and a really dumb foul. Don't give him the and one on a three-pointer.
Miami shooting their first free throw of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Now here's Durant. Kicks it out to Johnson. Action coming off the assist from KD. Johnson's got 5 points so far.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And it's sent back by KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Out of the rafters, he punts it in.
Are you kidding me?
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Now here's Iverson. Still yet to score. Clock is at 3. It's tipped. To the inside. Back to Johnson. Outside Wilson. Puts the move on. Baltimore getting another chance here. The wide open look for Durant. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. It's Pippen on the wing. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And Baltimore calls time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Johnson. Some solid defense here from Arenas. One-on-one fast break. And it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 48 seconds left here in the first quarter. Inside. Yao inside. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And we know he's got the size, but Yao also great touch around the rim.
Baltimore leading by 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. Bank shot, no good.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
At the elbow, Bull. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
Launches a 3. Drills the three-pointer. Rose looking around. 1 second left. And the dunk by Bull.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Baltimore on top. They lead by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Baltimore.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
Back to Arenas. Pass to Bull. Outside for Arenas. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Johnson outside. Left side, KD. Up again. Oh, LeBron getting forceful on the putback.
And that's great effort by James to work for position and convert on the second chance opportunity.
Bol inside. And the dunk by Bol.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Here's Rose. Wilson with the block. Here's Johnson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Gilbert Arenas. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off. Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Right side Rose. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Just 5 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Rose has got his first points in this one.
And Rose proving already to be a relentless competitor. Excellent at finding ways to finish inside.
Right wing. Castellano. Good ball movement here by Miami. Basket counts. Now just a 1-point Baltimore lead.
And the big man Yao surveying the floor well. Good job spotting the open man.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for Miami. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And for those of you just joining us, in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Shoots the three. Here's Arenas. Second shot opportunity. For three. Rebound by Johnson.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's James. Again, the miss by Baltimore. On the wing, Arenas.
The more you watch Arenas, the more it seems like the sky is the limit when it comes to his ability. Starting to do things you just don't expect from a guy his size.
Miami shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. That one drops. He ties it up. Both teams will make substitutions. Now the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And he lays it straight in. 5 points in the game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Beyond the arc. Sarr's shot is off. Baltimore with the ball. Puts up a three. Wembanyama with the rebound. Well Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. We appreciate your report. And stolen by Iverson. In transition, here comes Miami.
And this is where Iverson is so terrifying, running the open floor with such ease and confidence.
41 seconds left in the second quarter. And the shot is good. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Baltimore with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
In transition, here comes Miami. Sarr's shot is off. Fires the three. Bangs home the trifecta. And it's a 4-point Baltimore lead. Takes the three. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Baltimore leads by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And stolen by LeBron. Here's Wilson. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Wilson's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Baltimore. To the wing on the left. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
It's good. Pippen's got his first 2 points of the night.
And Pippen there driving hard inside, has the height and athleticism to consistently get it done in the paint.
James cooking from deep.
3 points.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Pippen. Good on the shot. Pippen's got his second bucket.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Hardaway with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. Pass to Wembanyama. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Dan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier. But I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
Here's LeBron. 5 points in the game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, great plays by James. Runs into some hard NBA-level defense and still gets the shot off.
Two shots.
Wow,
What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Pass to Song. That ties the game.
That's a perfect 4 for 4 to open up the second half. Couldn't have asked for a better start after the break.
James outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. LeBron's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Baltimore. And out of bounds as Baltimore gains possession.
The ball goes to Baltimore.
Baltimore making a switch here.
Number 44, DeMarcus Cousins.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Johnson right side. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Wilson.
And now a 5-point Baltimore lead. Iverson outside. Floats one up. Clock at 6. Second chance shot. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there, fighting through the defense.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And Iverson throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Outside Wilson. And he double clutches and throws it down.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Good ball movement here by Miami. And Iverson throws it down.
I tell you what, the little man's feeling bouncy. He can throw it down on guys twice his size. And the court vision of LeBron is something special. There's a reason he's been compared to Magic Johnson.
Now here's Iverson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Iverson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And Baltimore calls time here. To finish it off.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. To the paint. Here's Yao. And Yao slams it in.
And it doesn't take much elevation for Yao to throw it down. We'll be seeing him finish at the rim a lot over his career.
On the wing to Rosen. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Baltimore.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And the other thing that stands out is just how well they have moved the ball. Everyone's touching it and having a chance to create.
Cousins, no one around him. No good from outside. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
And Rose, wide open. He shoots. And he's good on the 3-ball. Rose has got the lead up to 4 now for Miami. for three, Durant. That one's not going to go.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a coach.
And then Durant with the dunk.
And just slicing to that look. Durant there, decisive and able to get where he wants to.
And here's Rose outside. Baltimore trails by 4. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. Pass to Rose. Back to Bol. With 1 on the clock. And that one released in time, but no good. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Miami ahead. They lead by by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Baltimore trails by 4. Giannis outside. Here's Wilson. Goes up at the stripe. And the jumper is on the mark.
Yeah, after a slow start to the game, he's been productive and efficient here in the second half.
That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan.
Substitution on the court.
Baltimore on offense. Here's Wilson. And the double clutch jam. Wows the crowd. Woo.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Baltimore making a switch here. Outside Pippen. Back to Iverson. Pass to Song. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Iverson. Off target with his 3.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
And Iverson throws it down.
And far from just a scorer, Hardaway is also adept at finding his teammate.
And Baltimore calls time here. reporter David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Baltimore's head coach talked to his team during the timeout. He told his players, I need you to play smarter out there. You're in a rush right now, and that's why we're behind. Slow things down. Run our plays. We'll see if that tempo shifts at all. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
A volume shooter, Iverson stays aggressive on offense, whether he's hot or cold. And right now, he's on fire.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on Allen Iverson. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Miami.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And during this game, they sliced the D apart by just attacking the rim, flat out dominating them inside.
Wilson. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And Miami has possession. A 2-point game. Oh, he just jams it right over LeBron. Wow.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, put so much pressure on the defense.
Sarr's shot is off.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Outside, James. Back to Wilson. Durant in the corner. Wilson with it. Iverson picks him up. Shot clock at 5.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring numbers.
Back to Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And that's a huge shot right there. Hardaway knows his team looks for him to come up in the clutch.
Wilson. There's the drive.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
To the middle. Here's Bradshaw. Kicks it out to Johnson. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Pass to Sarr.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
LeBron with the block.
And terrific timing on the rejection. James embraces setting the tone on the defensive end.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. 6 on the shot clock. Into the lane. And the rejection by James. And stolen by Iverson. Baltimore with the rebound. And it's Baltimore on the break. Durant with it. Now defended by Sarr. Wilson left side. No one near James as he lets it go. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest. Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
And Baltimore calls time here. Changing it up here.
Substitution on the board.
1:14 left to play here in the fourth. James on the drive. Count it and the foul. one on Pippen.
The young fella showing leadership right there. James, big time shot.
James, no good on the free throw. Miami trails by 3. The drive by Iverson. Hardaway with a wide open look. Count it! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Connects from downtown.
Well, that's just poor transition defense. He's too good a shooter to leave open out there.
For the 3. And no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Now a timeout called by Miami. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
32 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Here's James. There's the screen. Outside Wilson. He's looking for LeBron and finds him. Back to Wilson.
And it's always been about the effort defensively for Pippen, known as a stopper and a fantastic shot blocker to boot.
He got 13 seconds left in the fourth. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he is unable to get the second one. To the wing right side. Here's Castle. Count it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. Gets the first. That will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good. It's a 3-point game.
Yeah, at this point, they're going to have to go for the 3 and try to force OT.
And Baltimore calls time here. Thoughts on what coach wants to do here?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbounds, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
They tie. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game.
My brother tell me that I'm proud of you folks. I'm gon' show love and some gon' hate for no reason. I'm already knowing. They try to stop me, but it's this bad. She telling me keep going. They try to lock me out, somehow still all worked out like Terrell Lawrence. They try to knock me down, somehow still get back up. And I keep going, I keep proving, I keep showing, I keep developing, I keep growing.
All my favorite hoodies at a bad condo, but I know this got my back like I'm Rondo. Sitting on my lap while I'm sliding through Chicago. Now we draw the boat, but when we came here, a wise man told me follow anywhere the star go. So I'm in that double lines, blacker than some charcoal. Open up the side doors and scan you like a barcode. For the little, for the vato. See ya in Berea, boy, you better duck your taco. They be capping like they captain, I'm the capo. And I still a ship, go anywhere that I go. And I got the city on my shoulder like Iago. We in Miami like Martin and Will. She tryna get her a part in the film. Love it in Florida, but one California. The red bottom blue is so hard in the hills. I'm at the dock with my arm in the wheel. This ain't no movie, I'm starving for real. This ain't no job, I'm starving for real. I'm hungry for real, I'm barring for real. I'm warm for real, hands up, this a coupe de-tie. Try to keep it P like a 2C drop, but we got it locked up like a 2C knot. Know that you wanna see Cool G rap, but right now you finna see Cool G rock. Big guy with a look, green bean for the dot.
Too many times I told these, stop playing with me, go play with your kids. I don't want to hear no opinions from people who still got dreams of making it big. I don't really care about what you would do if you had this bread or the things you would get. If you was me, you wouldn't work this hard. You don't know how long I've been waiting on this. I'm way too busy to hate on a big account, look like she banking on tips. I came up for nothing, was laying on and sleeping in bundles and paying no rent. Everyone loves you when fame don't exist. When I made $1 million, they said it, I switched. My watch is too pricey, my chain is on lit. My diamonds are icy, I'm skating on this. Skating like Gretzky back in the 80s. I'm running from 12, but that isn't Brady. But that doesn't faze me, I keep to myself if that's what it takes me. The day that you play me, it be the same day me and Jennifer Lopez announced. I have some twins, there's 2 in the bag. You want the fame, but you wouldn't last. The difference between me and you is you trash. I'm really 100, you doing too bad. Look, if I'm at a 10, then you like a 2. If you was a 10, then I'd be 200 divided by 2. I'm too good at math. Look, they got me started, I'm back on my nigga and shit. I thought about for practice, like I've been auditioning. Cut it off when she started a bigger one. Cut it. They use when they open the business and cut the red ribbon with. I'm ignorant. Too many times I told these, stop playing with me, go play with your kids. I don't want to hear no opinions from people who still got dreams of making it big. I don't really care about what you would do if you had this bread or the things you would get. If you was me, you wouldn't work this hard. You don't know how long I've been waiting on this. I've been waiting on this. Devil in the booth, I'm sitting on this. Don't touch the stove, I'm begging on this. I'm Freddie, I'm Mike, I'm Chucky, I'm Jason on this. You shaking on this, got some for hating on this. Look, all my celebrity crushes, I already. Be mad cause I did it already. I told them make sure to my dinner already. And I did it all and you can tell me. Boy, what I want you can give me. Got plenty of Benjis, but now it's more money, more problems. I should've listened to Biggie. And this type of living is not for beginners. You kinda losers do not make try to be cool, but I'm not for the I got the rock paper. I keep it like rock paper scissors. I made the choice, it was not their decision. I'm not gonna listen to rappers who sound like broke records, but no, you did not. I'm highly offended. Only way you gonna get to where you wanna be, you gotta. Even if you made it to the bottom of the pit and try to climb it to the top, you know I probably always wonder how I'm feeling, and I tell them that I feel like I gotta pay the. If a want me, she gotta be a 10, and if she's sending me selfies, it gotta be joining. Too many times I told these, stop playing with me. I don't want to hear no opinions from people who still got dreams of making it big. I don't really care about what you would do if you had this bread or the things you would get. If you was me, you wouldn't work this hard. You don't know how long I've been waiting on this. Wait, I've been waiting on this. Devil in the booth, I'm sitting on this. Don't touch the stove, I'm baking on this. I'm Freddie, I'm Mike, I'm Chucky, I'm Jason on this. You shaking on this, got some for hating on this. I've been waiting on this. I've been waiting on this. Not now. I've been waiting on this.
It's been a year since you went back home. We miss you. Where are you? Are you still there?
Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion. Doubling back on you, I had to refocus. If I were you, to be honest, I wouldn't approach us. Out in the world, ready. Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion. Come to the hood, I give you a tour. They were content with life, but I wanted more. Thinking of ways of getting my foot in the door. Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion. Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion. Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion.
Are you still there?
All of the homies we had turned